when he was going for them field goals early on.
Yeah.
Y'all got a field goal block. That's what killed y'all.
And a punt block.
Yeah. And y'all got a field. Y'all got 2 punt extra. You got an extra point and a field goal. Yeah, y'all got them, that joint hurt.
The U trash too.
You see us? We gonna win today. We play Texas A&M that week. It's a warm up, dog.
They're gonna get smashed.
No, we ain't. No, we ain't. Why would I tell you? You want to bet on too?
Texas A&M and y'all?
They ain't that good.
You want to lose some money?
I ain't betting on Texas.
Come on, dog. You want to lose?
We can bet
you
20.
say
You already fit in the hole.
Yeah, you already say you like weight bets, dog. You want to put some on?
I bet y'all lose to Texas A&M. 25.
25. I don't want to hear you don't have my cash out. I don't want to hear you gonna get it the next day.
25.
I want that bitch when the buzzer say bzzz, double four. I better have that. Hey, what you told Don? You say you want that ding?
Hey, look. I get it from the devil. I'm sending my cash out today. I didn't want to see it fade. I felt bad for him when I saw that Mac and Lee Vaughn watch the game.
Yes, sir. We back. Season 4, episode 14. The NFL is king. We back. Football season is in heavy effect. We got the fellas in the building. What's up, guys?
What's good, big homie?
Chilling, bro. What's happening?
What's up? We in the building.
We got Coach DSprings. That's going to be a new name. Coach DSprings, bro. We crawling a little early today.
Yeah,
we got
man.
My man DSprings got a big game season opener today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all going to win, bro?
You know it. I got some of my players back from the spring, so we looking good. We had a great practice on Thursday, so we back in rare form again.
Hey, bro, don't catch no L, dog.
Oh, nah, we ready. We ready.
All right. Key, what's up, bro?
Man, chilling, man. Ready for the kickoff Sunday, bro. First Sunday of football.
Yeah, it's going to be a good little while. We're going to get right into it. Hey, hold up. Did Bryce play Thursday?
Yeah, they played Wednesday.
Wednesday, how did they do?
They won.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good game. They actually won. Scored a touchdown with like 20-some seconds left.
Oh, that was a good game.
Bro,
That's a real good game.
How Bryce do?
He did good.
What position he playing?
He playing linebacker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what they
Consider a linebacker hybrid, like a hybrid. Yeah.
I know he don't want to play linebacker.
Nah, he cool with it.
Yeah, all right, cool. Shit, we back up, man. But look, yeah, football really in full effect, bro. We had a game on Thursday to kick it off the season. The NFL, we had the reigning Super Bowl champ, the Rams versus the Bills. Man, let's recap that game, man. DSprings, what you thought about the game? The Bills won 31-10. What you think about it?
Oh man, I kind of figured the Bills was going to, do what they did. The Rams, half of their team didn't play none of the preseason, so they probably weren't even in football shape. They look lethargic. I think that when you coming off once you come off a championship, and that next year coming into a big game like this, a lot of times the team who win the championship doesn't win that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the Bills, with all the pressure on them this year, with everybody picking them to win the Super Bowl, and they got them the front runner, they came out and proved that we here.
Yeah.
Now they do have a hard schedule after this game. I mean, they got one of the toughest schedules in the NFL. But I think with Josh Allen playing the way he's playing, Diggs doing what he's doing, you had the defense playing the way they playing. That D, they couldn't even, man, Matthew Stafford had nowhere to throw the ball.
Yeah.
He had nowhere to throw the ball with them two high safeties, and it looked basically like a cover two-man look.
That's all
so, they had everybody covered. Josh Allen did his thing, 3 touchdowns, threw for 297 yards, and the reality is the game could have got a lot worse.
Yeah.
The game could have got a lot worse. But I mean, Buffalo did what they were supposed to do.
They were trying to give it to him too.
And the Rams didn't come to play. Buffalo came to play. They did what they should have done. And your man on the DN.
Oh, Von Miller.
Von Miller.
Yeah.
If Von Miller can stay healthy and do what he did for 17 games and manage to do this in the playoffs, it's going to be real tough to beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, because when he's playing, when you can see it in the game, when he was getting to the quarterback, the other defensive linemen had confidence and they was getting to the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
He's the key to their defense.
Yeah.
And if he can stay healthy and continue to do what he needs to do, they're going to be fine. He's the leader on that side of the ball. Josh Allen keep doing what he's doing on his side of the ball. It's going to be tough to beat the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Key, what you got, bro?
Yeah, I was definitely good to have, a good matchup. Everybody thought it was going to be a good game. But I had a feeling Buffalo was going to win. Just ring night, the emotion of getting your ring. Didn't see a blowout coming like that.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, man, took another step, man. It just, only thing with him, man, I know you taking them hits, bro, but slow down, bro.
Exactly.
Didn't I tell y'all, boys? I told that boy Josh Allen, bro. This is what Lamar need to be that next step. And I told y'all, boy, that boy Josh Allen is true.
So the thing is, they secondary is like that. By getting my man over there for the pass rush, helping everybody else, Von Miller, still motivated, still, got something in the tank to prove. And the thing with the Rams, man, they definitely missing Odell. They missing that receiver that can take pressure off Cooper Kupp. Yeah. When he driving too, I ain't see really nobody else beating their one-on-one coverage. And, the running game couldn't get anything going. And they definitely missed they pass rush too, because now you can focus more on Donald than you was when
him and Leonard Floyd.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna overreact. First game, ring ceremony. So, I think both teams gonna have a good season. But Buffalo, man, they definitely are a real contender to go to the Super Bowl this year over there in AFC.
Yeah, Buffalo's looking strong. One thing I don't like in Josh Allen is the turnovers. He seems like he gonna force some passes.
But a few wasn't his fault.
But two of them, one of them, he had two picks, but one of them, McKenzie, he just let the DB, he fumbled the ball and let the linebacker pick it off.
He was worrying about that hit.
Yeah, he was worrying about the hit.
He allocated on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Buffalo definitely gonna be strong, bro. They got it all. And I think the added element for them, adding the running game. Singletary, he was running harder. They was giving him more opportunity.
Moss got a little better.
They gotta, not run Josh Allen as much. Mm-hmm. But he gotta realize he can't be trying to run over people. I know you probably 250, 255. Bro, get down.
Yeah, because them hits gonna take a toll, bro.
Bro, you work more to us than you just getting the extra 2 or 3 yards, trying to stiff arm somebody, trying to, lower your shoulder. Look, get down, bro.
And like people say,
I can live another day.
And because if he go down, it's gonna be tough for Buffalo.
Shit, that's tough. And it made the team that got a star quarterback to go down. But for me, I just want him to get down. But I want to talk about Jalen Ramsey. Right? We all know he's one of the top corners in the league. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, right? What do you think of his last 2 performances, right? And is he still one of the top corner in the league? I'm gonna start with you, Key.
I think he one of still the top corners, bro. It's hard, bro. The last 2 receivers the dude faced, bro, are gonna be top 5 receivers in the game, bro. You're gonna get beat some, especially where the game is called now, and when you going against Diggs and Chase your last couple battles, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't no slight, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna win some battle. And he hasn't looked good, but like I said, you're going against all American receivers over the last 2 games. He won a couple battles, but they got the best of him the last 2 games, and it looked bad because you like, damn.
Yeah.
But that show to tell you, bro, ain't no more shutdown corners.
Yeah,
that don't exist no more with the rules and everything in football right now. It's just hard to shut down a great route runner, person with speed, and a great quarterback that don't take but a second, to throw you open. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? He done faced 2 great quarterbacks who can throw it on the screen with 2 great receivers. So I ain't gonna put too much stock in it because, bro, Diggs and Chase a motherfucker.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it a different way. Ramsey ain't got it. I think Ramsey is more moving his mouth more than anything else. Yeah, I think he's a top 8, top
You said top 8?
Top 8. And this why. Have y'all seen Have y'all seen Ramsey over the past year? He's been getting dogged.
Nah.
Ramsey has been getting
top
dogged.
8.
Dog, Ramsey has been getting dogged. Y'all haven't watched him. Ramsey has been getting dogged. He's been miscommunications, all of that. He's been trying to blame everybody else. But Ramsey has been getting dogged.
But you gonna play 8 corners over?
Dog, no, I'm not. I said he's 1 through 8.
He got 1 through 5.
Dog, I don't think so, man. Have y'all been looking, man? Ramsey has been getting dogged. He has been. Everybody just overlooking it because he's playing with the Rams. But Ramsey has been getting whooped, dog. And the last Diggs didn't make it no better. And then my man from Cincinnati didn't make it no better. If you look at Ramsey been getting it. He has been getting it. And y'all can say what y'all want to say. I'm telling you, Jalen Ramsey has fallen off. I'm telling you, he has.
So when he's top 8?
He's in 1 through 8. Yes. Woo. And like y'all said, there's no more top corners. There's no more top corners.
They're top corners.
There's no shutdown corners. But Jalen Ramsey has been looking bad for a long time. People have just been overlooking him.
Only thing I would say, Jalen, I mean, I still say he's top 5. I give him top 3, right? But for me, I don't like the way the Rams are using him, right? Sometimes he's in the slot. Sometimes he's playing on the outside. And when you got him just kind of freelancing in that slot, you allow the digs, you allow the chases to go off, right? And it allows him not to be locked in mentally every single play.
But guess what? If you that dude, I don't care. If you that dude, you're gonna handle that. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, but
if you that dude,
true.
And you the man, then you should. I don't want to hear no excuses about hey, you don't like how you use him. You use him how he's supposed to be used. If you that lockdown corner or you that guy, you lock down whoever's in front of you. If Diggs go to the slot and he supposed to follow the best guy, you go to the slot and stop that guy.
But they're not using him that way no more. They did it last season. Like whoever's in the slot, and when he's in the slot, that's who he's checking. Right? He's not following Diggs or the top receiver anymore. He should be.
Hold on. Do you see why?
But I think he's just losing focus, bro.
You can't lose.
I think a lot of if you're not.
Who the fuck that is? That's your fault.
That's him.
That's on him.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If I'm Raheem Morris, whatever the top receiver I got you on today, that's where you go.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm locking you in. I'm not giving you cut over the top.
Did you see what happened?
When Diggs went up top, he thought the safety was going to be there.
Hold on. Did you see what happened when Chase did to him?
Chase gave him his business.
Did you see what happened when
Diggs?
But it was the same play, but when it was one. But when it's 1-on-1, did you see what Diggs and Chase did to him?
Yes. Look,
I'm just saying.
I say Diggs the best route runner in football. The boy is a dog, but at the same time, I'm not going to let Diggs go out and get 3-4 other catches and get his confidence without my top corner on him.
But I will say he's up on watch right now. People watching you, Jalen. Because you right now, you got to hand it to you your last 2 games.
That's a fact.
Yeah, people watching.
That's a fact.
I still would keep him in the top 5. But if it keep happening, we're going to have to say maybe not.
And then, too, with the Rams defense, bro, they look like they should be better than they are. They got them big names, right? They in Hollywood. But they have not been good the last couple years to me. And I've had them in fantasy last year, and they're the most frustrating team.
Last year.
They're the most, because they had Vaughn. When they added Vaughn, that took them to another level. Before they had Von Miller, Leonard Floyd wasn't really getting him all. And you can easily double team Donald, but you're going to have his spurts. Mm-hmm. He's not giving to you all the game. But for me, I think the Rams defense and Jalen, bro, wherever the top go, you go. Hey, we're not putting you in the slot, chilling. Like, bro, I want you locked in on it. Because you know you got him the whole entire game. I think you lock in more mentally. I really think he do.
But Ray, you can't use that excuse.
It's not an excuse. I'm just going what I see.
But that's an excuse that he's not locked in.
But he should be. But it happens. It happens a lot in play.
When you want to be the best,
when you
got to be locked in.
But when you don't put it out there, and you know you are a pivotal part of the Rams defense, and if you're not locked in, that's on you.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear talking about because he ain't guarding the best player every time that he's not locked in. But dog, a lot of the guys who were playing receiver that night, they called passes on Ramsey too.
That's what I'm saying, though. But I don't like for him being.
Why? That means you can't cover nobody. That's what that's telling me. You can't cover nobody.
I ain't saying he can't cover nobody, bro.
Right. If you can't establish yourself with the little guys and that don't have the name. When you get on the name guy, you getting yourself dusted in too. So that's what I'm saying.
But the other dude was eating too.
He was eating. Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah, he was eating too. So it ain't no. Ramsey knows that he's a pivotal part to that defense on the back end. We should not have to question whether he's locked in tonight. We should not.
Right.
We should not have to question whether he's locked in on that back half. Donald is locked in. Now, do Donald make all the plays from the nose tackle? No, but he's locked in. If you're gonna say that Ramsey ain't locked in, that's you.
Yeah, that's you got to show against the big time players, bro.
And if he's gonna be, like you said, top 1-2 corner in the league, these are the type of matchups that
you circle on
the
your
DI
time,
prime time was locked in.
You circle on
was locked in.
Yeah.
Like the top corners, I don't care who over there. We gonna battle. You gonna get catches.
You gonna get catches.
Right? That just and plus the quarterback play now, bro. These boys are throwing people over. Scheme is different. Like you got 4-5 wide receivers.
But he's getting murdered.
Yeah, he's getting toasted. Like he's getting looking embarrassed where he's falling down.
Yeah.
He looking at the man across the field. No, you made the mistake. It's your fault.
Yeah, I don't know why he thought he was gonna have it up over the top. I'm not paying you that type of money to worry about help over the top. But I need you to lock up. You and man, we man. We ain't got no cover two, nothing.
Right.
But it's game one. Jalen said no time to overreact.
Yeah, game one.
Of course you're gonna say that.
So Matt Stafford didn't look the greatest.
No.
Are you worried about Matt Stafford?
I think they say he had like an elbow injury or something like that. You can tell he wasn't
off season.
Yeah, you can tell he's probably not 100% healthy because he wasn't even pushing the ball downfield. Like, I don't think he even threw over 40, 50 yards.
Yeah, he ain't trying to go up top.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's not healthy or whatever, but I'm definitely not going to overreact over one game.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to overreact over one game.
No.
And it's a lot, bro. It's a lot of emotion. You get your first ring that night. Rings. It's kind of like the NBA teams. When they get their rings, they normally get blown out that first night. Yeah, so, and they definitely missing Odell. Definitely missing.
I think Allen Robinson is fine, but they're two different type of receivers. But you can't make Allen Robinson your number one target in the offseason, giving him $30 million guaranteed, and you don't get two targets. Yeah. Really one target. Yeah. But I'm not counting the one at the end of the game.
But even if that, really one. So, do Stafford have confidence in him?
You got to build confidence. Yeah. Allen Robinson's not a rookie. You can't say Allen Robinson was arguably one of the top 10 receivers when he was healthy in Jacksonville, Chicago. Like Allen Robinson can eat, bro. Yeah. Like he can eat. Like you just gotta go to him, bro. You gotta call players for him.
And they better watch over there because he was saying like he was over there flirting with Buffalo.
Man, Odell said I'm going whoever can give me a ring opportunity, man.
He was over there flirting with Josh Allen after the game, bro.
I mean, look, if Odell first, whoever give him a contract, I'll sign that bitch, bro. Like, it's what it is. Yeah. But I don't see him playing until by at least November, being ready to play. Mm-hmm. But look, man, it was a good kickoff to week one in the NFL, man. Good, great matchup. You know, it could be another Super Bowl matchup down the line. Who knows? But it was a good way to start the season. So let's talk a little bit about with Lamar. We talked about Lamar early in the year, in the offseason, about his contract situation. He's represented by himself. He had his self-imposed deadline of yesterday. So the Ravens didn't give him, they didn't lock him a deal. Do you think Lamar should have signed the deal? Because the rumors is they gave him more guaranteed money than Kyler Murray, but less than Deshaun. Seems like he's betting on himself. Do you think he should have turned down, let's say, $200+ million guarantee to bet on himself and going into free agency next season, DSprings?
I think Lamar want a new address.
You say he's trying to leave?
I think he want a new address. I think Lamar want to go down to Miami. Cause you think about it. You said something earlier when he started talking about the Bills and how Josh Allen is playing. If you look at the Bills went and got receivers. The Ravens went and got 3 tight ends in the draft this year. You know what I'm saying? So did you really help him or did you hurt him? Yeah. And you couldn't get a deal. You had all summer to get a deal done, and you couldn't get one done. So I don't know what the details of it all. Do I think Lamar want to stay in Baltimore? He could be, but I think he see his eyes on. I think Miami. I think he want to go home. They know Tua's on the clock. When Tua don't play well, it's a chance. Now the only problem that he's going to have is they can franchise. They can franchise tag twice and throw this everything out of the loop. So I do think they're going to get a deal done due to the fact that they're going to franchise tag him, and he's not going to hold out. You know what I'm saying? Now he can, but it's going to hurt him if he holds out. So I just think Lamar, he betting on himself. Yeah. I mean, you guaranteed $23 million. You betting on yourself. And the way he plays, it's kind of scary.
But is it really scary? Like over his first, other than last year and him with the ankle, he's been healthy.
Yeah, he's been pretty durable.
Right. So it's like, I get the concern. He's a running quarterback, but he don't take a lot of big shots.
But it only take one.
That's any quarterback.
But I'm just saying the way that he runs the ball, and I'm talking about the design runs that they have for him.
But that's on the offensive calling the plays all the time.
But that's what I'm talking about. Is he gonna make business decisions, or he gonna be the same player that he's been all year over his career? So that's what we got to look at. Is he gonna make business decisions, or he's gonna play like he's been playing? You know what I'm saying? The same Lamar. Yeah. That's what we need to watch for.
Yeah, man. Lamar fool. Nice guys finish second, bro. He being too nice.
So you trying to say he should have took the offer for him?
No, he should not even stepped on the field. Period. I come to practice. I come to this. It's too late now, but I ain't going on the field until I get because other quarterbacks looking at you, bro. We need to keep the chain going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why set us back when Deshaun got the whole contract fully guaranteed? Right. That's where we want to go. So if Deshaun done set the precedent. You know, the owners don't want to do it. They like, oh shit, they probably mad at Cleveland ownership.
But Shadi said that when Deshaun got that deal, he was like, this is gonna be bad for him.
Yeah, and that's what they trying to stop. And Lamar got to keep it going. Yeah. But what he should have did was not step on that. I'll come to training camp, but I'm not going out there.
Yeah,
I'm not going out there because he gonna win-win situation because you got Herbert, you got Joe Burrow coming up. He's gonna get more money. So I don't want MVP. I'd have been MVP of this league. We'd have been in the playoff ever since I've been here since last year, and I was hurt. So, but sometimes that's why you might need an agent. But he's definitely right to bet on himself.
I get you need the agent.
You don't need an agent. If you got a lawyer, but if you got a lawyer that can read and you know what you worth, you get your money.
Okay, and he knows that, but why show up and say, well, if I don't get it, I'm just gonna play like you said, Dom. It only take one hit, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he betting on himself.
And you can go out there and tear your shit up. And you fucked. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have went out there with another contract. And maybe he's gonna say I'm gonna go with the Kirk Cousins.
But he took short years though. Kirk Cousins. But this
I'm talking about getting tagged a year, then get tagged a second.
Kirk made a ton of money, boy,
and then getting another deal after that because they can tag him for 2 years. And if you tag him, he get what, $40 million a year, something crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be 23. You don't know what the tag number is, but I'm sure it's gonna be. I think it's like the average of the top 5 quarterbacks. Yeah. So Aaron Rodgers making 50, Pat at 40 something.
So at least 45, 50.
It might be.
Yeah. So, but I wouldn't have went out there, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes nights don't finish, bro.
And it's tough, bro, to turn down. Let's say they're off the 190, guaranteed. That's a tough.
But I done did more than Kyler Murray did.
True. You did more than Deshaun.
I done did more than Deshaun.
So he's betting on himself. So he's heading towards the franchise tag, definitely. Whether they get a long-term deal. But do you think he will be in Baltimore in 3 years?
I think he will.
So you think they'll get a deal done?
Yeah, they ain't gonna have no choice because to me, Baltimore, like, what's your other option?
You can draft another quarterback this offseason.
Hurley.
You got
but
stop it.
So that's my point. That's my point.
I'm saying, but you can draft a quarterback.
Okay, but at the end of the day, Lamar gonna get his money.
Oh, that's why I think he's betting on himself. Even if he get franchised.
And Baltimore and the fan base gonna be like, what are we doing?
Yeah, so let's say this year he gets 23. Next year, let's say he gets 40. Then next year he probably get 40, 45. That's 100 and. But 1,520 in 3 years, guaranteed.
But depending on who need a quarterback, that's
somebody always need a quarterback. Somebody always need a quarterback.
So that's my point in saying that's going to be the determining factor of what he does if that's the case.
Somebody always need a quarterback.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Always.
That's what I'm saying. So if we're going to say he's going to be there in 3 years, I think the determining factor is going to be if he gets franchised back-to-back years.
He will.
No. That's what I'm saying.
If they don't give him a deal?
If they don't give him a deal, I think he's going to go try free agent. He's gone. He's not going to be there that 3rd year.
Oh, of course he's going to leave.
But you'd been made your money like Kirk Cousins did.
Yeah, in 3 years, he'd have made at least over $100 million guaranteed.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though.
And somebody in the 3rd, you're going to give him another deal, at least 150, 160 guaranteed.
More than that.
That's a minimum.
Yeah.
And Donovan.
And it's not a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal.
It's not
a bad way to go.
But I'm like Donovan. I ain't getting no extra yard. I'm sliding.
I'm
going. They coming down. I'm falling down in the pocket like I'm Tom Brady.
Yep.
Y'all don't want them? Okay, I ain't doing nothing.
But this gonna be the scary thing.
I ain't doing nothing.
Let's say Lamar has a great year.
Oh, I think
and then get like the Flacco year.
And then he gets to the second round of the playoffs
or the Super Bowl,
or either to the Super Bowl. Now, what you would have paid him with that 190, that joint goes to about 250.
It's gonna go up.
It goes about 250.
But that's what Flacco did. Remember when Flacco?
And the man told him, if you win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna pay you this money.
Yeah. Same way with that. They'd have paid him early. Yeah. They wouldn't have to pay him all the money they paid.
It's only
gonna get worse.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse because if Lamar has an MVP type year and they make it to the playoffs, or even if they win a division, man, you know what that's gonna look like?
Yeah.
You can't even go to him with no $200 million.
Right.
It's gonna have to be what Deshaun is getting, and probably even more. And if you want
I'm sure that's like the starting point.
That's the starting.
That's what I'm saying.
Because now next year you got Joe Burrow and
Justin Herbert coming up. And
it might be 250 guaranteed.
That's what and let me tell you something. We talk about this all the time. These quarterbacks is going for guaranteed money.
Yeah, that should be the bar now.
It's going for guaranteed money.
It should be the bar now.
And James said this a long time ago too. Why not give these people less years for guaranteed money? If I'm somebody, I'm taking less years, give me guaranteed money. Because after 3 or 4 years, guess what's going to happen? You back on the market again to get more money.
That's what Cousins did. Yeah. Cousins got that 3-year, $84 million guaranteed.
Then he got 2 years, $60 million guaranteed.
And he going to get another contract in 2 years.
And that ain't even counting the money that he got when he played with the Redskins, the 2 franchise years.
Cousins really started this all. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, we got the franchise, but setting that precedence in Minnesota with that 3-year, $84.
And then come back and get it. In the third year, you got an extensive 2 years guaranteed for 60.
Change the game, dog.
All right.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Lamar does. I think he's gonna have a great year. I think the Ravens definitely gonna, win the division. Lamar's gonna put up astronomical numbers again. So the price is only gonna go up. Shout out to Lamar. Hopefully, he gets what he wants and stand firm on what he wants, right? But we back at it. My man Donovan. How about this?
Pick'ems.
Say, bro, you sound professional in there.
Yes, sir.
Got that Clemson education?
Education, big dog.
You know where it all started, though, first, right?
Where?
South Carolina State.
Yeah, it did.
HBCU.
It did. It did. It did.
In the hood,
in the hood. In the hood, in Bethea Hall. Anybody who went to South Carolina State, they know about Bethea Hall. That's where it started, the hood. Yes, sir.
Why you in state, dog? Is it just too ghetto for you?
No, I don't know. It's just like, man.
Do you regret that decision? Looking back?
Half and half.
Yeah,
half and half. Because I had great times at state. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of friends that I still hang out with, talk to from down there. So it's half and half. Yeah, half and half.
All good. But yeah, man. So let's get into these picks, man. We got Pats versus Dolphins. This should be a good game. NFC East should be a little bit more competitive this year. AFC East. Key, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
Oh, the fans, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I got you. DSprings.
Dolphins.
We got JD in the building. Let's give JD a clap because he's been out for a very long time.
I'm not here. Keep going.
We got an audience, y'all.
You worry about the wrong
we got a live audience.
Worry about the show. You should worry about that.
We got a live audience. I think I'm gonna go with the Dolphins too. I think Tua, and the Cheetah gonna come out to play, man. And
right.
But I know Belichick gonna have something for Cheetah, try to take him away. But I think the Dolphins a little bit.
And the Pats don't play well down in Miami.
Yeah, they always struggle.
History shows they don't play well. Even when they had Brady, they don't play well.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, man. Let's go. Bengals versus the Steelers. Steelers going to travel to the jungle in Cincinnati. Key, who you got?
And Joe Burrow, we trust. I'm all the Bengals, baby.
Key a Bengals fan now.
2 gold jackets.
Key a Bengals fan now. DSprings.
I got to go with the Bengals. I don't trust Mr. Trubisky.
You don't trust Mitchell?
Nah, he got to show me something. This is show me something about Mitchell this weekend.
Yeah,
see what he got.
I got it to sweep. I think Cincinnati just too much, man. Let's go. The NFC probably the game of the week, based on Fox. Packers travel to the Vikings. We got DSprings.
Vikings.
Yeah, okay.
I just think that receiver, I got to see what the other guys gonna get. Sammy Walker don't stay healthy. Yeah. Randall Cobb getting old. Lazard not playing. Yeah. I just don't see it. Minnesota in a close one.
Close one. Key, who you got?
Going with that boy from the L, baby. Jefferson. Yeah, I'm going with
The Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings too. Cook's healthy. You know, he always healthy for the first 4 games.
Yeah, he gonna miss.
Get your first 4 games out of him.
Man, I got this boy in fantasy, bro.
Why?
You know why? When he's on, he's on.
Yeah, but
the key is you got to draft his backup, Madison.
Because he's going to play.
Right, because you know Cook is going to miss at least 3 or 4 games every single year.
By 7 games. Shit.
Nah, he ain't missing that many.
Shit.
Like, I think over the last 3 years, he's missed an average about 2 or 3 games. It's always like an ankle, sprained shoulder, like just something, petty for keeping him out. But the key is to draft his
But I'm going with the Vikings.
Yeah, I think the Packers, bro, going to struggle a little bit. Aaron Rodgers still going to be Aaron Rodgers, but Lazard is out. You don't know what you're going to get with Sammy Watkins. But I think Minnesota might be this year. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get up. Raiders versus Chargers. Should be a good one. High scoring.
Jay Hurd. I'm going with the Chargers.
Going with the Chargers?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Okay. DSprings. You going with the San Diego Chargers?
Los Angeles Chargers.
The Chargers. Key, who we got?
I'm going with the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Chargers, bro. I think Herbert is ready. It's their time. They're playing at home. I think it's their time this year. Bucs Cowboys. Tom baby making Brady. Soon to be possibly Tom divorce Brady.
About to get divorced?
That was a rumor mill, bro. Giselle said she hot with that boy. DSprings.
I'm going with the Bucs.
Woo.
Cowboys. Who are going to throw the ball to outside of CeeDee Lamb?
Say, bro. I mean,
And the offensive line.
Bro, that's why they paid other players
And
too,
the
bro.
offensive line is decimated. Tyron Smith out. They got to replace him. Dak got a hurt ankle, sore ankle. He had to change his shoes this weekend. Hey, I just don't trust all
That's
that.
the jump man.
Yeah, he got to do better, bro. So I'm going with the Bucs.
I'm going with the Bucs too. I think Brady coming with a chip on his shoulder, been hit by his old line.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette done dropped that weight off for the season.
Bro, that boy big.
He done dropped some weight. So
Yes, you should have, bro. You're a professional, dog. It shouldn't be that hard.
So I'm going with the Bucs.
Yeah, I got the Bucs too, but I just don't believe in the Cowboys. Their old line banged up, but when you got to go sign Jason Peters, been in the league about 20 years, you know you're struggling, bro. But yeah, so we got rivalry week. Open up week 1, Saints versus the Atlanta Falcons. DSprings, who you got?
Saints.
My man. Key already know who you got.
Who that? You already know.
Yeah, it sucks we're not in the building, but it's all good, bro. Yeah, I got the Saints, bro. I just think we're just a better team. London not playing possibly. Atlanta first round pick. So we just got to take away Pitts and Cordell Patterson.
And I heard our corner not playing.
Yeah, Debo not playing. Matthew questionable. Like, oh my God. Michael Thomas might not. Who knows? But yeah, I think the Saints just got too much. So, yep. So that's our NFL wrap up, man. Let's talk about some college football. This week they talked about expanding the college football playoffs to 12 teams, which there's been a lot of talk about that since it started. They always need to add more teams, so it's going to start in 2026. So, DSprings, what's your thoughts on college football expansion going to 12 teams in 26?
I think it'll be good. It's going to be tough to win the championship.
Even harder?
Yeah, it's going to be harder now because if you were one of those teams like the Central Floridas of the world, teams like that, and you got to win 4 games after playing a 12-game season, it's going to be real hard. It's going to be real hard. And I think, and then you have to go on the road depending on what you're ranked in that top 12. You got to go on the road. It's going to be tough. As for like the top teams who win the division, it's going to be interesting. Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting who they allow in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. That's what's going to be the thing. Because somebody like Notre Dame right now, for them, they can sit where they at. They can stay independent.
Yeah.
And it makes it better for them. They can stay independent. They won't even have to do anything now. They can just play teams out of different each division and keep their same schedule and keep it moving. Yeah. So I think it made it a lot easier for them because they're going to get some votes, regardless of how bad they are, how good they may be, or whatever. They're going to get some votes, and they're going to get in the tournament a lot easier. So I think it's good for college football. I think the average fan is going to take a beating. Because when the playoffs come, the average fan ain't gonna be able to go to them 4 games. You see what I'm saying? When you start playing in that kind of style, the different home game, because the price gonna go up. The price gonna go up every week that you had to play that divisional game, especially when you got games at home. The ticket price is gonna really go up. Mm-hmm. So I just think for the average fan, it's gonna hurt. But for the overall college football, I think it's gonna be very interesting how they work this out.
Okay.
I think it's great, man. Shit, why are we even waiting on 26? Let's get started next year.
Yeah, that contract situation.
And I just think, it gives other teams opportunity to compete. because it only takes one game. You know, most time in college football, you lose one game, you're done. So who's to say in, you know what I'm saying, in a month's time the playoff come, I'm playing my best football. You just gotta get hot at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's great for college football. I think it's gonna make the ratings go even higher. You still gonna have a bowl game. We've been saying this for a while.
Well, no, you gonna do the first round. They're gonna use them as bowl games.
But I'm just saying it's gonna make the ratings go.
No,
The top 4 seeds get the bye.
get the bye. But do you think it hurts the average fan who normally would go to a game and normally go to both of the games? Because the ticket price is going up.
They'll figure it out, bro. I'm not all over the place.
Yeah, but they still gonna go.
Figure it out, bro.
They still gonna go, bro.
Okay, I agree they still gonna go. But do
And
you
I-
think the average fan, like who want to
But
go
the average
to a
fan
game?
ain't going.
That's true.
Right.
Majority of the time, the average fan really ain't going.
And Fan gonna be happy because he gonna be in his living room with his beer, his pizza, his wings.
Watching on my 4K TV.
Right.
And I saved me about $3,000.
Right.
I'm Gucci, baby.
He's gonna be actually happy, and you gonna feel like, damn,
He said, I'm straight.
damn, my season over with. I done lost one game or 2 games.
Yeah.
So you probably were having two losses, 3 losses,
You got a shot.
getting in the playoffs, having a shot to win the national championship.
True.
So I think it's good. I think it's good, bro.
Yeah, I think
It's gonna bring that dynamic like March Madness for college basketball.
Yeah. I think it too helps the mid-major type teams, right, that had great years and just knew they didn't have a shot. Cincinnati, and made it in last year, but it now helps those type of teams. And like I said, now you have a shot. Like if I lose one game, like damn, like
You still got a chance.
do I have to run the table now?
Right. Yeah, I got a
Right.
shot.
So you got an opportunity to lose 2. I think you still be in it, but I still think it's gonna be SEC heavy. But I think the Big Ten is now expanding, so it's gonna be damn near the Big Ten SEC Invitational, bro. Because the way they moving these power conferences, all the big teams, Texas,
And
Oklahoma.
you'll get a mid-major in there. They probably get a mid-major shot.
Yep. Yeah.
And it also depends on what's going to happen in the next 2 years or 3 years before 2026 when it comes to are these teams going to line more teams together. So it's
gonna happen.
So it's still a wait and see. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's a wait and see game to see what happens with the ACC and how they're going to move around, what Notre Dame does, and I think once that after this football season, I think then you'll really have a clear more clarity on what's going to happen.
And I want to see this like they do a schedule like the NFL. This year the SEC play the Big Ten. Big Ten play the ACC, stuff like that. Rotate the conference, even if.
Well, some of the teams are playing that now, but you're saying when they have everything aligned,
aligned,
yeah,
yes.
everybody switch. Okay,
Yes.
I got you.
Yes.
And that may be tough because, like I said, you got these big conferences.
Well, see, go ahead.
Like, how many conference games do you play?
That's
Do
gonna be
you
the thing.
do
Oh, you only
alternate?
play like 2 teams. You might play the top teams in that conference.
So let me
play
ask you
the
a
top teams in that.
But you only got 12 games.
But I'm saying, but you need to play the bottom feeders. You have the top teams play the top teams of the conference. Except for you, Ohio State.
You play Alabama.
Alabama or somebody. Yeah.
But see, you know what? They're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that.
This
And the
ain't
only
basketball.
Reason, and the only reason
but I
only
think they
reason-
should. I think
No, I don't
because
disagree with you.
I think you should. Because now you've seen the best of the best.
But I think it's going to come to the point that you know that the Ohio States and the Alabamas of the world,
Because
they're
you
going to be
never,
on that playoff.
But listen,
one or two losses,
but,
they're going to be there.
But they still gonna get in. But they still gonna get in. If you have 1 losses early or 2 losses, especially if it's a close game.
From a fan standpoint.
From a
yeah.
fan standpoint, yeah, but I think
Yeah,
and I think from a money standpoint, how many? Okay, now you done went to a 12-team playoff. Do you cut 1 game off the regular season?
It's all about money.
Yeah, bro. No,
Do you? And I'm just saying
About
because this is the thing, and I think with these guys getting these nil deals now, but everybody's not getting them. But do you cut a game off? Because to win the championship, you got to win. If you 15 games, 15 games.
So,
now?
but they getting paid like professionals now.
Yeah.
But not everybody getting paid. That's the difference. That's the difference. Everybody not getting paid. So I just want to see when this actually goes down, are you going to cut 1 game off with everybody in this conference?
Everybody ain't getting paid big money in the NFL.
True, you're right.
Yeah, but it's definitely gonna be interesting. But I'm looking forward to it. Like I wish it could start now, but
Yeah, they need to start next year.
Yeah, but it's definitely gonna give teams a lot more hope to make it in.
Right.
You don't feel like damn, if I lost 1 game, I'm pretty much out of it.
Right.
So yeah, but I still think it may be the Big Ten,
Right.
SEC Invitational, bro. because they're just gonna get more teams in there. That's all.
Especially when you got Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah, you got Southern Cal and UCLA coming over. Yeah,
exactly.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so we're watching the game right now. We got Texas going against Bama on the road, and a tough one. Win, lose, or draw, is this like a statement game for Texas? Like we've always talked about, Texas has got the biggest brand in football, the most money, and they've always say they back, but they always lose. Is this a statement game for Texas?
This is an improvement.
Okay.
I think this is an improvement. If they find a way to win this game, it's an improvement. Because the problem with Texas to me is they recruit too much in the state of Texas. They don't step out of themselves. They don't step out of the boundaries.
Shit, Texas got a ton of athletes.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, you get the talent.
But hold on.
But that's the same thing what people say in Florida.
Hold on.
Keep the talent at home. What's the difference?
Let me ask you a question. What has Texas won?
What you mean?
What has Texas won?
Don't Dabo go get the athletes out of Texas, the quarterbacks?
Hold on. But Dabo recruits everywhere. He don't just recruit.
I get it.
So let me ask you a question. With Texas recruiting in Texas, how many championships have they won?
It's been a minute.
That's my point. And that's my point. I'm like, Texas needs to.
But when they on probation for a while?
No. And that's my point. They haven't won. Yeah, you recruiting in the state of Texas, but what have you won? And that's my point. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
but they starting to do that because now you got.
And even if they went today, I don't think they're back. You got to finish the rest of the season.
I say back. Is it like a statement? Like, okay, yeah, like.
Nah, you got to.
They might make some hay in the big.
You got to finish.
Well,
the
they
season.
going out the state because they getting the Manning dude next year.
That's one person, bro.
I think they got more.
Man, they got more than that.
No, I'm not. No. What I'm saying is, you brought. That's just one person. That's a name that we know that Texas is going outside to get. What I'm saying is, whether they beat Bama today or not, I think it's an improvement. But we known for Texas to have one win one year and then fall off the rest of the year. Now it's back to the same old Texas again. You see what I'm saying? So I would have to see the rest of the year of what they're doing. They might beat Bama today, but everybody knows Bama struggles on the road. They didn't have a great year last. They don't play well on the road. So that's what I'm saying. So we'll see. You can have that look, but y'all ain't played well on the road last year. Y'all ain't played well on the road last year. You struggled last year.
JD said, man, you tripping.
They did struggle on the road.
They struggled on the road last year.
Texas A&M.
They struggled on the road.
Auburn winning 3 overtimes.
They struggled on the road last year. I ain't saying consistently. I'm saying they struggled on the road last year.
All right. Key, what you think?
It's definitely a statement game for Texas, bro, because now you come in the SEC and you showing recruits that you can compete with the Alabamas and the top teams in the SEC for you to go out and get those other recruits. And for real, watching this game, if that freshman don't get hurt, this game might be already over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Texas starting quarterback.
Yeah,
hurt shoulder,
because he was coughing them up.
Yeah,
and but it's definitely a statement game because now you want to show that we can compete with the big boys back again. Because they've been getting every time they went up against top dogs teams, it's been over at halftime.
Yeah,
they been getting smacked.
Yeah, so just to show you even competing that okay, we moving in the right direction. They moving in the SEC. Well, we here to compete for championships again. Yeah. So definitely a statement game for him.
Yeah, I like it, man. But the only thing I didn't like early in the week, Sarkisian was like, it's kind of like another game, right? Like he's downplaying. Like, look, I want you to get up for big bad Alabama, right? Like this is a big game for us.
But this is the thing: when you do that, and then you come out and lay an egg the next week,
I mean,
it don't mean nothing. It's just another game. That's how you got to look at it from his standpoint. Because if let's say you win today. And then you play somebody like Southern Miss next week.
Oh, yeah.
That just done erase everything that you done did the week before. It don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just another game. You as a coach, you just have to have your kids mentally prepared to play every week. Yeah. And if you win today, well, okay, we done beat Alabama, we done prove a point. No, you haven't. Because you done came back and lost to Southern Miss the following week. Man, get out of here with that foolishness. Yeah. Everybody you can have a good game one day. You just need one day. Everybody can have a good game one day. You know what I'm saying? So he just got to keep them focused, yes.
Yeah, like I said, it's a big game for Texas. Like I said, you're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, it's improving.
Sark is there, one of the great coaches, former Alabama OC. It's definitely a step in the right direction, win, lose, or draw. Playing Alabama, we all think going to be definitely in the college football playoffs this year. But yeah, it's definitely a statement game.
Because I think they was, favored to lose by 20?
Yeah, 20 plus, plus 20.
Yeah, so they're definitely a statement game.
Yeah, all right. last week, man, Notre Dame played Ohio State on the road. Big game. You know, Key said they're going to get smashed like they always do. What did Notre Dame show you against Ohio State? Like, what did they prove? Do they feel like you think, okay, they can play with the big boys, they're going in the right direction, or it's just a one-off?
I think it was a good sign to show that they was competitive, because lately, when you saw Notre Dame playing like Texas, when you saw them playing the big name, shit was over at halftime.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised how they competed. They actually had chances to win that game. So like they got some more big teams on their schedule like Clemson. So like Donovan said, it don't matter if you go and you be competitive at Ohio State, but then
Stick it up the next week.
Yeah, next week, or when you play Clemson, I think they play Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those the directions you got to go to say, okay, a shot to get in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? Then, because it's been a disappointment every time Notre Dame been in the playoff, probably over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So
I think it showed that Freeman had his team prepared. I just think offensively they blew a lot of chances, and I think once Freeman get that side of the ball going in the right direction, because the defense played well.
Yeah.
The defense really, like I said last week, the game was going to be close, and I said that Ohio State was going to win in the end, and I really do think that defensively wise, Notre Dame have some athletes on defense where they can, take on certain kind of offenses and stay in the game. It's just that offensive side of the ball that where they're struggling with right now. And I think once he figure that out, I think they'll be okay down the stretch.
Yeah. I think it was a game, like you said, the stars were out, big game. I just think it was more about Ohio State struggles than Notre Dame, right? Notre Dame going to be what Notre Dame is. I don't put too much stock in that they played it close, but, Notre Dame has always been a solid team. But come to the playoffs, that's when they get smashed for whatever reason. They'll play you great in a regular season game because it's not the pressure, but I don't think too much stock in the game, honestly. I just think Ohio State came out a little rusty. They star receiver, went out with the hamstring injury. Now he's out 4 weeks. But I just think it was more about Ohio State playing, a little slow, a little rusty than Notre Dame playing well. All right, man. Let's wrap up the college football. Let's get to some NBA talk. A couple weeks ago, Donovan Mitchell got traded from Utah to Cleveland. We haven't talked about that. We got our NBA guru, Woj, Key. What you thought about the trade, Key?
that's a good trade for Cleveland. They still got a lot of young talent. They still ain't making no noise to win the championship, but Mitchell is a young talent. You compare him with all the talent you have in Cleveland just to keep it relevant to ticket sales. But for the most part, they ain't winning nothing in the East.
So what do you rank them in the East then?
Maybe 6, 7.
Whew.
Yeah, maybe 6, 7.
So you got who
Hello?
number one?
Yes.
You still got the Nets number one or Boston?
No, you gotta go with Boston or Milwaukee to have the number one seed.
Boston, Milwaukee, the
And then
Nets.
you got the Nets. You got Philly.
Just sign Harold.
Yeah. So they've been making some good PJ Tucker. They've been making some good moves.
The Heat.
The Heat are always gonna be consistent, well coached, ran organization. So who else?
And Atlanta's building. They
Got
make a
money.
little move. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say about 5th or 6th. You put them right
pack.
there. Yeah,
Middle of the
middle of the pack. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
DSprings.
I think it was a good, like you said, to sell tickets. I think they're going to be a surprise team. They were a surprise team this year, but I think by having Donovan Mitchell, who's been in the wars in the West, I think he would help the young guys, on that team to perform better in crunch time, because he's been in a lot of crunch time games. I do think, like Keith said, they'd be like a top 6, in the East. And I think that his leadership is going to get them where they need to go. And I think that was what they were lacking in the playoffs last year, leadership. And I think it was a good trade. Utah, it's done. they just going to be happy in the West to do whatever. But I just think that this trade for Donovan Mitchell, to get him out of there, to get him a fresh new start, he's going to be ready to go.
Yeah, I like the trade, man. You got still Mobley, you got Allen, you got Garland, the All-Star last year. Now you throw another All-Star in there, Mitchell. sky's the limits.
Yeah.
You know, you still got old man Kevin Love can, knock down a few shots. Got that veteran leadership. But I think it's more of, like, what the hell the Jazz doing? I get you blowing it up, but you had a better deal with the Knicks. Right? You could have got R.J. Barrett.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you got the same amount of picks that you got from
Like, they ain't want to make my man happy.
Maybe they want to say, you know what, these players are calling their shots and getting to their destination that they want. I'm going to send them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right? So I think Utah just totally dropped the ball on it. They could have had R.J. Barrett versus anybody else that Cleveland gave them, which was Sexton, which they didn't even want anyway.
Yeah.
So he was a cast-off. But definitely Donovan will make them a lot better. I think they will be a surprise team. I think they'll be a top 4 team. I think Philly, I just can't trust James Harden. And I can't trust Embiid when the money's on the line in the playoffs. The Nets, they're going to be strong. Milwaukee's going to be strong. Boston, they should be better with Brogdon. But I think that 4-5, like he said, I get them in there. But I think it was a great trade for Mitchell. Definitely for the Cavs long term. But let's get our last topic, man, before we wrap up out of here, man. I don't know if anybody been watching following the story with
the Duke volleyball
player, the BYU fans using racial slurs. Dawn Staley, the women's South Carolina Gamecocks, are supposed to play BYU in a home in college basketball this year. She calls the game off. What is your thoughts on Dawn making that move to call the game off and the player didn't even play for her? Like, what is that impact? What is Dawn's impact with her calling off that game from just like not only just sports but from racism, things of that nature?
Well, the report came out last night that they didn't find anything, and the dude and the guy that they banned from all BYU sports facilities is able to come back.
Okay.
So it's trending. Mm-hmm. It's a slippery slope, and like you said, we wasn't there, and from what the young lady said, her teammates heard the same thing,
right?
And it made everybody uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So either something was said, and I don't know if BYU did a thorough, and they could have done a thorough job, but something had to have been said, because if she heard it and her teammates heard it and everybody felt uncomfortable, something was done. Yeah. Now, so I think it's going to be some more investigating going through this. But like I said, last night the report came out that, hey, they didn't find anything, and they allowed the person to come back. As for what Dawn did, she sent a message. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, look, I don't have to play you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to play you. And I think a lot of times what blows me is that if you're saying these things, well, you have black players on your team. Mm-hmm. And I have so imagine what they're saying about them. Yeah. And they go to your school. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to sit here and just say, well, he's just saying it to her. Well, you got some black ladies on your team over there. Yeah. So I don't get it with these people when they do that stuff. But you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's going to be some more digging done with this. I don't think the young lady is lying. You hear what you hear. Yeah. And you're the one back there serving the ball, and he's right behind you. Oh, yeah. And like I said, if the other ladies on your team heard it as well, I don't know what BYU is talking about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, why would she make it up?
Exactly.
And especially if your teammates, heard it as well.
And they feel uncomfortable.
Something happened.
Something happened.
Key.
I think it's awesome what she's doing, man. People now using their platform and just standing up for what's right. And it's been going on for years, in different states like that, where been saying forever to athletes. And I'm quite sure that young lady is not lying. Yeah. What's the motive? Yeah, to get the game out lying on this certain gentleman. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you might didn't catch it on video or whatever you're trying to pull. That don't mean it wasn't done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and multiple people heard him. So, definitely, I love what she did. Because that's a big platform for BYU. Absolutely. To play South Carolina girls on national TV. Yep. So for her to call that shot, I love it. So, and I think more people, which athletes today and coaches, are standing up, white and black, until the ingest of just racism. So I just love the way she handled that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Dawn, man. For not only just stepping up for her team and her girls, stepping up for another African American female that's, you know, in a male-driven sport, especially in basketball, stepping up to the plate to not only say, you know what, we stand behind you in South Carolina, you know, and like I said, we need to, you know, stop the injustice of racism, a lot that's going on. And for her, the young lady that's at the do volleyball, she heard it, right? Her team heard it. Like I said, what's the motive for her? What's the game for her to, you know, gain from this by lying, right? And, you know, so kudos to Dawn Staley, man, for stepping up for someone that's not on her team and proving a point, right? You know, and, you know, for BYU, hopefully they, you know, did they due diligence in really finding out what really happened and not just, you know, sweeping it under the rug. But yeah, man, shout out to Dawn, man, and, you know, hopefully, you know, this has to stop. Because it goes on a lot in sports, you know, so definitely hopefully it stops, man. And, you know, shout out to the Lady Gamecocks, shout out to the young lady to do volleyball, you know, hopefully she doesn't have to endure that anymore.
Right.
For sure.
But, man, we definitely out of here, man. Great show. Keep what you got going on this week, brother.
Man, you know, just same old, bro.
Same old.
Same old. Might go watch my Saints tomorrow somewhere. But other than that, you know, yeah.
DSprings, you got the big game at 5.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First game of the season.
First game of the season.
Don't be making these bad calls, bro.
Hey, man, we good. Nah, we good. First game of the season. You know, going to coach my kids today at 5 o'clock. Trying to get it in, get this first dub, and keep it moving.
Miles can't catch all the touchdowns, bro.
Nah, he's not. I got a couple of kids on my team.
Yeah.
And a couple of young ladies that are pretty good, so we all right.
All right, what's the name of your team?
The squad.
That's what you
Wow.
call it.
You know what? I let my kids give. You know, I let them have input of what the name that they wanted to call themselves.
Okay.
So they felt comfortable calling themselves the squad. So coach is running with that. Look, they better play like the squad. So at the end of the day, it's on them. I'm gonna put them in the right position. We're gonna make this thing happen.
All right, man.
All right.
Yeah, man, that shit definitely good. We hope my Saints gonna win tomorrow. I'm definitely glad college football back, man. You know, definitely keep following the show. We definitely got some good things coming down the pipe. Had a lot of great meetings with our brand team. So definitely look out for what we got going on, man. And you know, shout out to all the HBCUs making it happen. J-State look good. Grambling didn't look so good. But yeah, we're gonna be all right. But definitely, man, we out of here. James, don't lose your mind, bro. That field goal they got.
They're gonna win 17.